Hey YouTube, Jason here, and it's time for a garden update. First up, just for giggles, you remember back when I was planting the marigold seeds? Well, I did go out and buy the marigolds that were already started and blooming, and that's one of them. And this big, huge thing here is the marigold I planted from seed. So it goes to show, kind of pays to wait. You know, that one actually turned out better. The flowers are different. See, these are just your typical marigolds, all orange, and this one's kind of got some red in it, but it's huge. So that's what using compost tea and manure tea will do. But anyway, that's just the marigold. I got some other stuff to show you. Okay, now this is crazy. I did not plant any pumpkin seeds. Last fall, you know, we did get a pumpkin for what's that holiday? Halloween. Sorry. We got a pumpkin for Halloween, and we left it out on the front porch. Might have been also for Thanksgiving, but either way, we got a pumpkin. I left them sitting on the front porch until winter. They froze up, and I carried them back here all frozen and threw them in the garden. And I had one take off from seed. You know, just left it in the compost pile, and what do you know? And this thing has gotten huge. It's growing all the way out in the yard, and I've actually got another one starting on it somewhere. Can't find it, but anyway, there's the one. So anyway, I got some other stuff to show you. So I haven't really had a whole lot of time to go through and prune the garden out and keep everything nice, so everything's kind of gotten away on me. You know, I've been busy with work and getting things set up, making my rain barrel. But check this out. These, hopefully you can see it because I'm having a hard time seeing. These are the Captain Luckies. Huge tomatoes. I've got 3 of them right here in this area. And the plant's fallen over. We had some really bad storms, and you know, leaving the compost in the ground has been a great thing, except the mosquitoes are really bad because it's always moist. But you know, you got your battles. The one thing I've had the most trouble with this year is mosquitoes, above and beyond anything else. So the mosquitoes have kind of kept me out of here, so everything gets to grow like crazy. Here the OSU blue tomatoes, they're doing pretty good. I've actually eaten a couple of them, given a few away, and I got a bunch of people that are wanting them, so whenever they start ripening up a little bit more, I'm going to start giving some away to friends and family and coworkers. But this, well, hang on. This OSU blue is doing a whole lot better. It's a little bit thinner, but you can see all the tomatoes have more blue on them and just doing a lot better. It's right next to the early Siberian, and I've had a lot of tomatoes off this early Siberian. It's going nuts, and I like it. But I've also got a new addition. I planted some green beans right in front of the OSU blues and the first line of tomatoes, and I haven't gotten any yet. I just planted them a few weeks ago, but these are supposed to be Royal Burgundy, and they're actually supposed to grow blue green beans, and they're blue until you cook them, and then they turn green. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'll keep you updated. I'll show you my first blue green bean when I get them. But on to the next one. Alright, this is the scorpion pepper. It's supposed to be one of the hottest peppers in the world, and it's had a really slow start. When I transplanted it, it was really looking like it was gonna die. But now it's actually got just the teeniest little pepper on it. So before long, I'll be able to do a review on it, let you know how it's looking. You know me, I'm not afraid of hot peppers, so I'm willing to eat one. But really, all the peppers that were in the grow bags are doing really good. The Sweet Day Tills here, they're really prolific. I've actually gotten to eat a couple of them, and I don't think I've even had one that was completely ripe yet. But they're focusing on these two. They're looking really good. You know, I got a bunch of them on here, but they're great. You know, I'm waiting to actually get like a good harvest of them, and I'm thinking about pickling some of them. The pepperoncinis are doing really good too. I'm gonna try and pickle some pepperoncinis this year. I've never tried to pickle peppers before, and really first choice if I were to pickle some peppers, it would be some banana peppers. But the banana peppers just don't seem to be producing as well as everything else. And go figure, they're not in a grow bag. They're in one of them topsy-turvy grow bag substitute things that I'm really considering not doing next year. I didn't want to do them this year, and you know, looking at the peppers I'm getting out of the grow bags, they're doing a whole lot better than the ones in the topsy-turvy. So I'm not gonna mess with them next year. This over here, the pink oxheart tomatoes, they're not growing like oxhearts. They're growing like, I don't know, they're kind of funky. They're growing more like Romas. Here, see that one? I mean, this one here is kind of, I'll flip you sideways, sorry, but this one's kind of like an oxheart. You know, and I got a few of them that are, but they're really slow to mature too. And this plant really does need some pruning. This thing always looks like it's dead, which is, it's common for oxhearts. They, for some reason, they always shrivel up. And I gotta be honest, after this year, I'm not gonna try these next year. Just not. I'm over them. I mean, they got nice color. I like the way they look, but I don't like the way they grow. They just don't look. They don't look healthy. I've never had an oxheart that looked healthy. And then here, the black from Tula. Let me see if I can find what I found last night. Oh, here it is. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick it. This is a black from Tula. Itty bitty tomato. It actually made me a cherry, so I could try it before I got one of the bigger ones. So here's a bigger one, and I got a huge one in there too. A couple of them actually, but those aren't it. But I got some. Ooh, really juicy. So there, you got a black from Tula review. Anyway, my Boston pickling cucumbers. Let me get over here to them. I got 2 of them that are super huge. I'm just letting those go to seed. And I've picked, I don't know, 4 or 5 of them. Oh, here's another one that's ready. I'll take it now. You know, these don't get huge. Get out here where I can stand right. These don't get huge. They're supposed to be small. But the 2 huge ones I got on there, those are just for seed. If you were to eat those, they would be really bitter. But check that out. Anyway, thanks for watching. This has just been a small update. And one last thing before I go. I know Ray over at the Praxis 55712 channel, he's growing these too. And this is my first Jimmy Nardello pepper. The plant's not doing really good because it's towered over by the Aunt Ruby's German green. Which, what do you know, I got a green tomato on the Aunt Ruby's German green. But it's not ready yet. Anyway, yeah, everything's doing pretty good. Not everything's doing great, but you know, I haven't put a whole lot of time in the garden this year, and the weather's really been working against me, and so have the mosquitoes. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Let's grow together.